Hi, my name's Nathan Smith from Wyndham Central College, Year 12 class of 2020. The project is building a wooden boat to go and clean the Werribee River and its surrounding waterways and to try and make an impact on the devastating effects of litter and pollution. The members in my group are Makalo, Jake, Dylan, TJ, Tom and myself. The main focus of our project is trying to reduce the amount of pollution in the Werribee River and its surrounding areas. Our idea was to build a boat out of fully recyclable materials, and then we will launch the boat into the Werribee River and its surrounding areas. We will then have a group in the boat who will be picking up the rubbish from the middle of the river and the hard-to-reach parts. We will also have a group going down the banks of the river to collect the rubbish from the easily accessible parts of the river. Some problems we encountered on the way was where are we going to build the boat. At first we had little bits of wood that we cut into pieces of the boat so that we had an idea of what we were going to be doing. After that we realized to make the boat as big as we wanted it, we needed a bigger area. In around term 1, we realized that to make the boat the size we first planned, we needed to create a community shelter so that the VCAL kids of this year will be able to start or finish their projects. The community shelter will be available to all future VCAL kids so that we'll have a good and safe area to complete their projects. Videos of us making the shelter out the back so that we can have evidence that we have created the shelter ourselves. The purpose of the shelter at the back of the school is so kids this year can have a space to complete their projects for PDS, and the kids next year will need a space, and the kids doing the STAR program in Year 9 can then have a space to complete their projects if needed. The Safe at Work modules I have completed are noise, hazards and risk assessments, manual handling, working safely, and falls. Due to the coronavirus outbreak, we've been sent into homeschooling for the second time this year. This has really slowed us down because we've not been able to go out the back of school and work on the shelter. Because of COVID, we have been doing homeschooling for 75 days this year. Some skills I've picked up while doing my personal development project are people skills. I have enhanced my people skills a lot this year as we've had to speak to a lot of people to organise things for the year. The strategies we used to communicate to outside organisations were phone calls, Microsoft Teams calls, and a lot of emailing. The leadership skills that we used were delegating to make sure everyone had an even amount of work, and communication to make sure that everyone in the group knew exactly what was going on. The environmental issue that affects our community was pollution, and our plan was to clean up the Werribee River and surrounding areas with the boat we are making. As a group, we had to sit down and create a risk assessment on the work that we would be completing and on the boat and the shelter. One problem we had to solve was coronavirus. We realized we wouldn't have enough time to finish the boat as a class, and we decided that we were going to make the shelter that was going to be our final personal development skills project.